following video comes from a woman named Destiny Sanchez and was taken by her husband, who was installing a Wi-Fi system in an old house that was built in 1954. While alone in the house doing his work, he notices something disturbing that he just cannot explain. Watch closely.
There's nobody in here.
Somewhere close by, a faint voice can be heard whispering desperately for help. Creeped out, he completes his installation and decides to contact the homeowner about the voice. When the woman says her daughter also complained about hearing a voice, saying the exact same things Destiny's husband captured. He believes something terrifying has happened here in the past, seeing as the house is quite old and must have a tragic...
Channel Exploring Undercover reached out to me about a recent camping trip he took with his friend David. The guys are in the middle of nowhere in Scotland, surrounded by very old abandoned stone cottages. The two friends record their trip as they start to set up camp for the night. After a bit of fishing and as the sun is about to set, Connor and David are lighting a campfire when they capture something absolutely chilling.
See, he does that with all those glasses. If you're gonna get a fire, you just need some fire starters.
An unexplained voice can be heard saying, "Oh my God." But even more disturbing, two white figures can be seen walking inside one of the abandoned cottages on the hill behind them. One figure looks to be around the height of an average adult, but the second little white figure trailing behind is about the size of a small child. Now, neither Connor or David heard or saw any of this at the time. And again, let me remind you, these stone cottages are completely abandoned. So what do you think these creepy white figures could be? Let me know.
Off me.
What's
like,
the word?
please get off me. Please get off me. Stop, please get off me.
What's the word when someone's doing so like... When someone's doing so
Please.
you know have done that.
Please, yeah, that's the feeling of you away. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You should go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please.
Oh, you're making me
Please
feel so
go
weird.
back to your friends. Please leave me alone. Please.
My friends are happy about that.
Yeah, and I'm happy by myself. Please leave me alone.
Are you actually serious?
Please leave me alone. Please.
Hey, I honestly
Please
think
leave me
you're
alone. I'm happy by myself. Please leave me alone.
beautiful. Are you actually serious?
Please leave me alone. Please.
Hey, I honestly
Please
think
leave me
you're beautiful.
alone. My friends are staying here anyway. Okay. He just followed me from steampunk. I was like, please leave me alone.
Promised she would visit her when she passed away when this happened. A woman named Diana explains that while talking to her terminally ill friend, she promised her she would visit as a mockingbird when her time comes. Just a week later, Diana's friend passed away when she heard something knocking on her patio door. A mockingbird began showing up constantly, waking Diana up in the morning, extremely happy to see her. Diana believes this is her best friend's spirit keeping her promise from the afterlife.
Walking next to the road when she heard this coming from the sewer. A woman named Sabrina was walking back home in Los Angeles when she suddenly hears the terrifying sounds of a creature underneath her in the sewers. The closer she gets, the more disturbing the sounds become, sounding like a wild boar or some hybrid creature.
What the fuck was that? I'm scared.
Creeped out by the strange unknown sounds, she decides to up and leave the area. Did Sabrina capture some wild animals that somehow made their way into the sewers? Or some sort of unknown creature residing underground? Or is it just a ruse? You be the judge.
Hearing tapping on her door, but as she opened it, this happened. A girl named Noeli from Ecuador was home alone getting ready one morning when she begins to hear strange noises outside her door. As Noeli ignores the sound, immediately after whistling is heard, her nose begins to bleed. Still ignoring whatever's at the door, she hears footsteps and whispering and decides to see who's there. An immense heavy sensation fills the hallway. Unable to see it, she closes the door as whatever was knocking tries to get in. But as she slightly opens the door and peeks out, this happens. A loud crash can be heard outside as she grabs her things and leaves the house.
The following video shows a woman doing a live stream inside her house when something extremely creepy is caught on camera. The woman in this video is known as Cello Loca, who's well known for doing tarot card readings and other fortune-telling activities. It isn't often the case, but occasionally Cello would go online and do a live stream where she does tarot card readings for her viewers. But it was just recently that Cello had done something completely different. Instead of reading cards as usual, she decides to do a seance inside her house. Little did she know that this would be a big mistake. As Cello tries to make contact with the dead, she talks to a friend on the phone who's watching the live stream. She sits in front of a mirror when all of a sudden, this happens.
Es como si me quedara inmovilizada. Mira que se ahora hacen así.
Ahora se abre la puerta.
¿Dónde está la puerta? ¿Se ve la puerta?
Sí.
Ábrete, ábrete. Ábrete puerta. Ábrete puerta. Que se abra la puerta. Que se abra.
No es posible. No es posible.
Ay, tu madre, hija de puta. No me toquéis que estoy protegida, ¿eh? No me toquéis que estoy protegida. No vale, ya abro la luz, tía.
Somehow, the door opens on its own. But even stranger is that it opened when Cello asked the supposed spirit to do so. Feeling completely terrified, she takes a moment to gather herself before proceeding further with the seance. What happens next has left her beyond spooked. Watch.
¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Estás enfadado? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante? Venga, ponte delante del espejo, te quiero ver. Dios, tu puta madre, oh, puta, que me caigo.
Hostia, Chelo, cuidado.
Hostia.
It is at this point that Cello has seen enough and decides to end the live stream. Given what happened, viewers believe that Cello might have reached out to a sinister entity. Yet others think that something else was contacted. Although pretty spooky, it could be that this whole thing was just a setup for the sole purpose of getting views. But It seems that many viewers find this video to be genuine evidence of something paranormal. But of course, you be the judge. Ghost or not? Feel free to let me know what you think.
A few months ago, we featured the story of Tim Saver, a night guard who started a new job at an undisclosed facility. For some reason, no one was willing to work the night shift, and before long, Tim understood why. He began to experience disturbing and unexplainable events at work. Eventually, Tim discovered that the source of the strange activity in the building seemed to be coming from an overhead attic space. When Tim went up into the attic to investigate, he discovered something truly horrifying. Since this video, the strange activity in the building has only gotten worse. Tim says that he's actually been attacked by something a few times. So, cut to another late night. Security guard Tim begins to hear banging coming from somewhere inside the building. Once again, he grabs his phone and hits record as he goes to investigate.
Please protect me, God. I guess we're doing this. Hello? What the fuck? Whoa! Hello? Who's there? Hello?
A mannequin moves on its own and then falls over. Then a large glass frame falls to the floor and shatters into a million pieces. Tim hears the creepy sound of a woman crying, and finally, a loud raspy voice can be heard from somewhere in the room.
Hello?
Tim is scared shitless and he just makes a run for it. So, now a few weeks later, Tim is back on the night shift when things once again take a terrifying turn.
Hello?
someone or something can be seen sitting on top of a steel cart. Whatever it is slowly moves back, and when Tim turns on his flashlight, it just disappears. Tim says he is shocked by all that he's seen while working as a night guard in the building, but this pushed him over the edge. The next day, Tim quit his job. So is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Under the floorboards of a 250-year-old house.
It's wedged under the old floorboards.
Whoa. It's definitely a book, but they're not like actual pages, they're like really thick. That is so weird.
Let's see what was inside. The book seemed normal at the start, filled with old portraits. But things took a creepy turn the further I went into the book. I noticed what seemed like a very old photo of my house. This is when the pictures took an unsettling turn. The rest of the album is filled with pictures of empty rooms that have an unsettling feeling. A dark shadow appears in all of these photos. I can't help but think what else could be buried under those floorboards. I will search for more hidden items.
Music box up there just starts playing. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I was trying to rest, but, you know, after putting this fucking doll back on the shelf, that hand decided to fucking move, and I put that there just to, you know, maybe these two things talk to each other. But no, the old lady that this belonged to, actually belonged to her mother, and she said that she calls it squeaky because at night you could hear the doll squeak, which I did hear it squeak. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, did you guys see that? My hands are shaking.